If Webster is looking for a picture to put next to its mediocre comedy entry, I'm guessing Vince Vaughn is on the short list. Unfinished Business is the name of the movie. It stars Vince Vaughn, of course, and Tom Wilkinson and Dave Franco as three business partners who go on their very first business trip, and oh, the ups and downs and ins and outs of what happens there. This is one of those that's difficult for me because I actually think Vince Vaughn is a funny guy, and the problem is this is a broken record with me at this point. Every comedy that comes out with Vince Vaughn in it, I say the same thing. I like this guy, I think he's funny, but his movies just haven't been, and they fall short in so many ways, and this one is no different. This is an interesting combination of like a family pull on the heartstrings type comedy and a raunchy pull out all stops type comedy. And when I mean raunchy, I mean raunchy. There are no bad words that they fear. There are no body parts that they fear showing on the screen. This is a movie that has no lines and is gleefully walking over any that anyone else might see. So there's just a little bit of fair warning there as well. But really, when you go to a comedy, here's what you want to know. Does the humor work? And overall, I'd have to say in this one, sometimes, but not nearly enough to justify how clunky and predictable and weird this plot really is. And when it does work, it's Vince Vaughn. I guess that's what I'd say for best thing is just Vince Vaughn. He can still be a really funny guy at times. I love his deadpan sense of delivery. I love kind of how he just kind of takes in the weirdness around him and the characters around him and just kind of lives in it. I think that can be humorous, but it just doesn't make up for everything else that's wrong in this movie, which I'd say the plot is the main thing. This is just such a predictable plot, and it's very clunky too. It feels like it's all over the place and you're not quite sure where you're supposed to be focused and what's going on. And that's just to mention some of the major flaws in this, because there are other things as well. Kind of the periphery performances seem a little bit too over the top and a little bit too strange. So there's not enough buy-in to this world for the heart stuff that they want to work. And that's unfortunate because I think the heart stuff could have been an interesting thing to explore. There's some stuff here on bullying. There's some stuff here on, you know, what it means to be an absentee parent, that kind of stuff. But it falls flat because everything else just feels so different and out of place in that kind of movie. I think you tone back the comedy of this, you know, tone back the raunch-comness of it and kind of amp up kind of that aspect of the morality of it. And I think maybe you have something interesting to look at here. But even then, it's probably still too predictable, not written well enough to really do much after that. Overall, I think Unfinished Business is unfunny business at its heart and probably isn't one that many people are going to enjoy, except for maybe the diehard Vince Vaughn fans and maybe somebody who's just looking to turn their brain off and laugh a few times. Even though for that, I'd still say it probably finishes right around a D. Thanks for checking out this review, and if you want to check out more, of course, the website is yourmoviefriend.com. You can go there and check out all the reviews, as well as I'll put a subscribe button up here. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, probably the easiest way to know when new reviews and other fun videos are out, so you can do that. I'll also throw a link or two up here to some other recent reviews, so some of the recent stuff if you want to check out what else has been reviewed. Thanks for checking this out, and as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit the subscribe button.